So in the Q2 kickoff video, I talked about Act 2 and the importance of winning client advocacy. We need to treat each client interaction as an opportunity to build loyalty. We want and need our clients to say good things about you, our products, and the value that IBM delivers. Long story short, we want and need clients as individuals to recommend us. And we measure this through NPS, or Net Promoter Score. Now, this is not an IBM-invented metric, but rather the industry standard for how to measure true client advocacy, and it's really simple. Either they will recommend us or they won't, a scale from 10 to 1. Well, guess what? We don't even have a sample of surveys big enough to know if we're doing well on AP. We don't have 30 surveys back. And of the 41 that went out to clients in April, only 3 were completed. Not great. But rather than send 20 emails asking you to do it, and asking your managers to ask you to do it, and asking you to ask the teams to do it, well, why don't we figure out what's going on here? So I've invited a few real-life sellers to play devil's advocate and help us understand the objections. And I've invited Maria from our client experience team to help us solve them.
Knowing if my client is happy is my job. Why would I bother them to fill in a survey?
So I think you are asking, what's in it for the client and what's in it for you? Let me give you a real example to demonstrate. Michael was an IBM seller who had a good relationship with his client Scott and thought he had a good understanding of Scott's view of IBM and the activities going on. When the seller read Scott's survey response, though, he was surprised to see that while the relationship aspect was rated very high, the business value was rated low. So he called Scott and they met to discuss the survey. The client Scott shared that another part of IBM was working with him on a different solution, and in that aspect, the solution and pricing were very confusing and Scott felt they were poorly executed. Michael, the seller, asked Scott if IBM could have one more opportunity to come back, and when the seller brought the team in to redo the proposal, Scott said it saved the deal. The first piece of the deal was about $50,000 and the full deal was upwards of $650,000. You can't control everything that goes on between your client and IBM, but this system can help shed light on things that are going right and wrong. It can also help you and the client raise issues up in IBM lines to finally be properly addressed. In summary, it can help you see the full picture and help you and your client fix things about IBM that drive you both crazy.
It just sounds like a new way to get cadenced.
Oh, I guess this one's for me to address. Okay, it's true that this is a new system that helps track Net Promoter Score over time. The point is to create a feedback loop. It's not a one-off. If we treated it that way, we'd be missing the point and maybe even doing more damage than good. Your clients are living, breathing individuals. So how they feel about you and IBM is fluid. So we can address any dissatisfiers and then work to delight our clients. You see, all feedback, good or bad, is like a treasure. We need the feedback so we can take appropriate action. You will not be cadenced over low Net Promoter Scores, but we will inspect why we're not getting surveys completed and returned. NPS is a means to an end. The end we desire is a happy client who loves IBM and will act as our advocate. Don't you want your client to love you and the value you deliver? When they love you, good things can happen.
There are all these emails and videos about this, and it's all just too hard.
So let's keep it really simple. What's different about this? We now have a tool that is modern, simple, mobile-friendly, so that it only takes a few minutes for a client to click through the survey. It actually launches right inside their email. I'll show you how it works in 30 seconds. Here's the microsite. That is again a modern, simple, mobile-friendly landing page that explains what's in it for the client and how this is an improvement.
On the landing page, you will be able to select your language and will be directed to the microsite.
Our main focus in systems hardware is on the sales transaction surveys. It's easy to complete the survey in less than 5 minutes, either a desktop or mobile device. Clients can quickly launch the survey directly from their email invitation sent from Medallia's domain server. The input is immediately routed to the responsible opportunity owner, who can act on the client's feedback. As you can see, the whole process is shorter, faster, and smarter. So, what do we want you to do? First, surveys are auto-generated to client from Sales Connect and you get a notification. The important thing here is that you keep client contact information up to date in Sales Connect. This saves you getting chased about bounce backs. Second, once an open survey is out to client, follow it up with a chat where you use the microsite. Emphasize that it takes only few minutes and their feedback keeps us improving. Third, register yourself for Medallia to see a dashboard of client responses and act on the feedback.
Thanks, Maria, for taking us through the first steps of how to make our clients fall in love with IBM again. You all know of online retailer Amazon. I buy a lot from Amazon. Amazon knows me, they make it easy for me to buy, and they ship fast. I love that. We say we want to be like these kind of companies. We get frustrated that we're not there yet. This is how we start. Amazon has a Net Promoter Score of 69, more than 30% above the industry average. We have to understand ours so that we can do the right things to make our customers fall in love with IBM again. We want to hear from you. Have we covered all the challenges, or do you have more that we need to solve? Do you want live training? Do you need some talking points or communications to use with the client? Feel free to post any help needed and any good experiences on the comment section, or send directly to Maria. We need to get this right so that our clients have a voice, so you have a voice. Have a happy day.